Did you know that?
It's time for filming, man. It's time for filming.
Hey!
Never mind, we'll get to that.
Will it blend? That is the question.
I'm just doing that. I'm pretty well. I'm John Basha. And I'm Lala Chua. Okay, so the topic for today is Australia, right? Yeah. Okay, so what are your browsers? Mr. Roses, Australia? Can you tell me? Wow! Wait, kumatali ko kumain doon sa Opals. Okay, so why are you wearing trousers? Are you sure? I'm supposed to be a koala. Okay, so before we have to say anything, I think we need to have a warm-up or so. No. We just need to make a very important announcement to all of you. And before we do that very special announcement, we have to do a little bit of warm-up. Right? Oh, fine, Bina. Right? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my god! Okay, so now we're really going to talk about Australia. Australia is a continent, right?
Yes.
And Australia as a continent, it also has one country, which is Australia. Oh my gosh! It's a country in a continent with the same name! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, so the people call their Australians.
Yeah.
And
What do you
wait,
have to say?
I have a trivia. Did you know for every kangaroo, there's only one person for 2 kangaroos in Australia? Really? Yes, really. Yes. Very true. Round 2. Ready, fight! Okay, so next about Australia. I think we have deserts there, right?
Yeah, it's mostly barren land. Yeah. In fact, they've yet to take up even 50% of the whole landmass.
Oh my gosh! Seriously? Okay, so what about the next random trivia?
With you.
Did you know kangaroos are marsupials? Define a marsupial.
A marsupial is an animal with a pouch.
Yay! Okay. Stop, man. Okay, so going back to, we'll get to that. Did you know Australia is pretty much a rich country?
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're part of the G20. And if you ask me, the G20 is the 20 countries with the highest economy or the best economy in the world. And you know what rank they are?
Yes.
What? Isn't that your favorite number?
Yes.
Okay, so after that, what's yours?
Ever heard of cricket?
Yes. Which one?
That cricket, the sport.
Fine then. How do you play it?
Well, first off, you have this like T thing. It stands like that. You place a ball there. You have this weird cricket bat, and then you hit it.
And oh my gosh, it's like baseball.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, so awesome. Girl, I wanna teach me how to doggy, teach me how to doggy, teach me how to doggy, teach me how to. Soldier boy, I'm fit to go. Want me present, soldier boy, Superman, and oh! Party rockin' in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Number of most fastest snakes in the world.
Although most of Australia is semi-arid or desert, it includes a diverse range of habitats from alpine heaths to tropical rainforests and is recognized as a mega-diverse country. Because of the continent's great age, extremely variable weather patterns, and long-term geographical isolation, much of Australia's biota is unique and diverse. About 85% of flowering plants, 84% of mammals, more than 45% of birds, and 89% of inshore temperate zone fish are endemic. Australia has the greatest number of reptiles of any country with 755 species. Australian forests are mostly made up of evergreen species, particularly eucalyptus trees in the less arid regions. What has replaced them in dry regions and deserts is the most dominant species. Among well-known Australian fauna are the monotremes, the platypus and echidna, a host of marsupials including the kangaroo, koala and wombat, and birds such as the emu and the kookaburra. Australia is home to many dangerous animals including some of the most venomous snakes in the world. The dingo was introduced by Austronesian people who traded with indigenous Australians around 3000 BCE. Many plant and animal species became extinct soon after first human settlement, including the Australian megafauna. Others have disappeared since European settlement, among them the thylacine. Many of Australia's ecoregions and the species within those regions are threatened by human activities and introduced plant and animal species. The Federal Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act 1999 is the legal framework for the protection of threatened species. Numerous protected areas have been created under the National Strategy for the Conservation of Australia's Biological Diversity to protect and preserve unique ecosystems. 65 wetlands are listed under the Ramsar Convention and 16 natural World Heritage Sites have been established. Australia ranked 51st of 163 countries in the world on the 2010 Environmental Performance Index. Climate change has become an increasing concern in Australia in recent years, with many Australians considering protection of the environment to be the most important issue facing the country. The Rudd Ministry has initiated several emission reduction activities. Rudd's first official act on his first day in office was to sign the instrument of ratification of the Kyoto Protocol. Nevertheless, Australia's carbon dioxide emissions per capita are among the highest in the world, lower than those of only a few other industrialized nations. Rainfall in Australia has slightly increased over the past century, both nationwide and for two quadrants of the nation, while annual mean temperatures increased significantly over the past decades. Water restrictions are currently in place in many regions and cities of Australia in response to chronic shortages due to urban population increases and localized drought.
For a minute on Australian culture, I'm Jassel Panis. Many people who live in Australia live the near coast, making beaches a very popular hangout. Senior broadcast journalist in Major Krista Henry says Christmas and New Year's is mostly spent at the beach. Talking about Christmas and New Year's, some holidays are not celebrated in Australia. Graduate student Kelly Cowell said she arrived on July 4th, America's Independence Day, and it wasn't even celebrated in Australia. One holiday that is big for Australia is simply Australia Day, celebrated on July 16th. Australia is known to use military time. For example, instead of being 6 p.m., it will be 1800 hours. Communicating such as cell phones and internet is not yet easy to Australia. Much of the country is using the prepaid method instead of contract services. Lastly, Australia is like the country England, right about the other side of the world. Telecommunications Major Katie Bray says it very different in crossing the street because you have to learn to look right to left. For more information about Australian culture, I'm Jassel Panis.
Hi, thank you. I hope you enjoy the show.
For a minute on Australian culture, I'm Jassel Panis. Australians have a motto, no worries, meaning do not worry anything. Senior broadcast journalism major Chris Henry spent a semester studying Australia, said that the motto is mostly true and everybody seems to be laid back. Switching to the social class, Henry says everybody seems to be equal there, and there are really no stereotypes in making it easier to talk to people. Australians also tend to speak a little faster than the Americans, so you could get lost in a conversation, but you could ask for clarifications and they will tell you what they meant, and put a smile on their face. Australians do speak with an accent and a lot of lingo, which is basically just slang. For example, if you say I had a ton of fun, in Australia they say I had heaps of fun. For more information of social Australian culture, I'm Jocelyn Panis.